That's very fair.
Yeah, so like I don't know. After playing Omega those matches, I'm really, really curious to see how Josh handles that or Saiyne handles it, right?
Okay.
Like, it is like he. First off, I know that they played a while ago and that it was in OmegaDR's favor, so I'm super interested to see how this goes out.
I think they played like they played like 20 games and it was like super even, and then Saiyne was like, I can't win anymore. So I know there's definitely experience here.
All right, so that right there is like super interesting to me. I like that he does this thing where he does like 2B into from crouch 3K, like right,
Yeah.
like it evades all the highs that they try to do. Oh, the lethal it!
It's so big. What's the Oki here? Okay, gets the what's the Oki here? What do you think he's gonna do? 2A plus B. I think this seems to be very good for Zas.
Yeah, it's good in terms of like hard. He can't wake up, sidestep it. There's no like real risk to doing it in that situation.
Okay.
Which is why he does it. But it's one of the few break attacks in Soul Calibur that have almost no plus frames. I think it's +2.
Interesting. Actually, Maxi's break attack, his A plus B is actually neutral on block. So.
Holy shit!
Wow! You see that phantom range, bro?
God. Oh, see, it's so. Oh my God, he's so good at doing that.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Dude, he's old. He can't react, so he just plays on your timing, dude. It's actually facts.
Yeah, no, the amount of times that I've gotten like CE'd just because he caught my timing was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just like, why would you see you there? Oh, that's why you would see you there, you know? It's actually crazy.
Yeah, dude, he is playing into Ivy so well right now.
Yeah, I don't know who wins this matchup, but it looks like Zas does really well.
It's really hard for Ivy because Zasalamel is able to constantly, like, if she ever gets out, he pulls her right back in.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess, but he's got to get there first, right?
Yeah, it's really hard also for Ivy to, like, fit in command grabs in between Zasalamel's frame data.
That makes sense.
The other part of it that's also really hard, it's really hard to get a 2-2-A lethal hit because a lot of these verticals, you know what I'm saying, not really.
Facts. No, that makes sense because it's wow. That's the first CS we've seen because actually, OmegaDR actually has been very active, right? He's been very active, kind of avoiding the grabs. That's the first time where he wasn't able to be active enough to actually avoid the CS.
Okay. You know, like, one of the things that always makes me curious about, like, matchups like this, for me, especially, like, two, like, veteran players, I've always wondered, as someone who never played the older games, how much, like, Soul Calibur 5 knowledge actually comes out in their neutral.
Well,
right?
so
like, it's stuff I can't notice.
Well, you have to skip that because Soul Calibur, Omega didn't play Soul Calibur 4, right? Because Zasalamel really wasn't in the game, right? This is a ring out. God bless this character, dude. So
dude, Ivy is so good.
Boy, Ivy's amazing. So you have to understand that the last time this matchup was played was in Soul Calibur 4. Oh, do you see that range on that CS?
What range? I literally just saw a man on the other side of the stage and then a man on the floor.
God bless. But like, oh my gosh, were you waiting for that? Because I definitely wasn't.
Dude, this is one of the scariest moments. Having another CE ready to go changes the way you play entirely after getting hit by one.
Just having one ready is just like, oh shoot, he just has frame advantage on everything, you know? It's actually insane because of the pressure it builds. But the last time you saw this matchup was actually in Soul Calibur 4, where they were on the complete opposite sides of the tier list, right? So Ivy was like top 2 in the game, and Zas was like bottom like 5, right?
Yeah.
So you really didn't see a lot of Zasalamel players besides OmegaDR, right?
Ooh, gets caught stepping right there.
Yeah, that was very good small caliber. Go ahead.
Really? Okay, so yeah, small caliber. There we go. That's the best way to describe the way OmegaDR plays. It's very small. It's very focused on tiny, like, staggered offenses, right? Like, it's always about, oh, I could finish this attack. Or, oh, here's this really quick, ambiguous attack, like 2B. Right, like his 2B is just a really quick, it's kind of ambiguous, no one really knows the frame data on it on block, and even then there's a lot of mental plus frames because you just can't react to it immediately when you block it.
Right.
Like, it just comes out of nowhere. And then he takes his turn. OmegaDR is really good at taking his, like, fake turn from you, just, like, right off the bat. Like, he won't finish a string, attack you. He will do 6A, then do 3A. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, you know, a lot of older players are like, you know, forget the matchup, you know, play the player, right? Because the player is the person who's controlling the character. So even if you don't know the character matchup, you can play the player matchup. If you understand the player matchup, you can kind of get past anything, right?
Yeah, gets the grab. Alright. Well, block? I like that, I like that Josh is like constantly trying to contain his mashing with like small pokes.
Right, and it's kind of interesting because the way he's continuing mashing with is the 3K, right? And so it's very scary if you don't get that hit because you just kind of give the opponent their turn, right? And like giving Zas his turn to pull you in is actually very scary. But he's winning the small poke war. He's able to take those risks because he's ahead in life, you know.
Yeah, and that was a really good call with that horizontal AGI. Zasalamel is one of those characters in this game where if your character has a tool like that, like an AGI for horizontals, it's so much more prevalent here than everywhere else.
Yeah, it's so valuable. And actually, you know, I want to see how valuable Christmas tree is as he gets scooped up.
Jeez, Scott, that grab is so good.
It's so amazing. But
I love Josh's opinion on it. It's like, that shit is retarded.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's broke and they're not gonna fix it, you know, why not? Why stop using it? You know.
Oh my god, there's so much neutral.
Yeah, it's so good. The patience there from everybody. Okay, same with the combo.
That B6 clocking him. Really good dog. Wow, what the fuck?
Okay, using the defensive soul charge. Yeah, I wouldn't call it defensive soul charge. Kind of get away from the edge because that's near the edge is ridiculous. Nice confirm there by Saiyne.
Yeah, it is.
Technical knockdown into the foot grab. Is this gonna ring out? Wow!
Oh my god. You know, I got to give one big credit to Omega, right? Is that he is one of the most terrifying Zasalamel players I've ever seen at the ring edge.
Yes, 100%. His ability to like get your timing and be like, okay, you're gonna move here. Okay, you're gonna do this is insane.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it feels like he's guessing, but I can tell that he's not at all. I feel like every single like reverse ring out opportunity is really calculated.
Yeah, it's such an educated guess, you know. And I think the older players get, the more educated their guesses become. You know what I mean? Like the younger players are just like, you know what, yo, I can react to everything. I can react to Muscle Buster, blah blah blah. Like when you're older, you can't do that, so you gotta guess.
That old man caliber.
Dude,
you ever watch? Bro, every time I've sat there and gone, wow, Ramona's really... I get, like, he backsteps a K2 and does an instant TASB lethal hit, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're, like, 16. I don't believe you anymore.
Yeah, that homie's not...
Just to interrupt, shoutouts to Old Man Caliber. You guys are the homies.
Yeah, shouts to Old Man Caliber.
Oh my god. He was a little bit too early there. He would have been able to get the ring out there, but the second hit...
Wow!
Oh, okay, Ivy.
Illuminati in chat, please. Okay, nice side step there by Omega. And actually catching the ducks. And one thing that Saiyne likes to do is actually hard duck, right? Saiyne likes the hard duck to like block the low, and then siesta, you know. And so it's interesting that Omega did the 60 plus K there. Actually.
Oh, and this is another thing. Zasalamel's throw game is actually so powerful because you are so incentivized to break forward against Zasalamel that
it's so scary.
Yeah, like you don't want to give Zasalamel free curses. Zas players who know how to use their curses, every curse is invaluable.
Right, and I think it's interesting that like, you know, Omega really hasn't gone for like the curse setups. He's really kind of playing like actual like kind of honest caliber without the curses, but even Zas without curses is not honest. Wow, the ring out, no ring out there from Saiyne.
Oof. And the 60 speed counter hit lethal hit for not having meter. Should have not used your meter?
I'm not sure there. I was actually very interesting. This is scary. There's a guard break any time from Omega. Okay, Soul Charge, get away from me. Reset neutral. Like, what are we gonna do? That's actually mad plus. Nice duck there from Omega. Does not get the guard crush there from the 60B. It's actually whiffs the 60B.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is. Oh my god, this is hit.
Oh, the hits.
And takes the round. He is God. The amount of times I'm like mid attack animation and get clocked by that.
Yeah.
There was that one Illuminati 1B as well that happened to me, but hey, you know, it's okay. We take this.
It is what it is. That was a godlike step between you two. Okay, launches him from the I don't know how to do. Okay, gets him with the not tech trap, but gets up ducking and gets hit with it.
Oh my god. So Josh has been using that move a lot, right? Where she lays the whip down. That thing has actually ridiculous tracking. It is almost impossible to sidestep that attack.
It's really weird, but this is a leap. This is a whole lethal hit. Okay, what's Saiyne gonna do for Oki? Okay,
right, trying to fake him out.
Yeah.
And the 1A closes it.
1A is so good, but also it's like one of those things where it's good if you know how to apply it, but also kind of a bad low if you don't really know how to place it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those lows that leaves you standing on hit if she does a single one, and then she's like -8 with you standing right in front of her.
Oh, the size not. Go ahead. Sorry.
A lot of people give that thing way too much respect, and he's about to get the... Oh, drops
Drop
it!
the combo. I was gonna say, you know, on a 6-6A, he didn't really take the curse there. He took kind of took the reset, try to get the guard break actually, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I think because... Oh, shit. Alright, gets to see. I think because he's close to winning, right? It's last round for him to possibly win the set. He definitely wants to take damage wherever he can find it.
Right, and also I think one of the concepts that 3B block, not punish there, but and then mashes on the minus, I think that's minus 12.
Minus, yeah, I think it's minus 14 actually.
Mashes on minus
14.
4-6B. I think it's interesting that, like, you know, older players tend to, like, there's two different mindsets that kind of comes, right? You know, the newer players kind of come with the mindset of like, I want to punish everything that you do, right? But the older players are like, I want to punish your mindset. I want to make you doubt your very existence on this earth, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of older players sometimes tell themselves like, okay, it's minus 12, it's minus 14, doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna do something else entirely. I don't have to use my punish for this.
Right.
I can use these frames for something else entirely.
Right. And a lot of the younger players are like, why would you do that? And like the older players are like, you know, for the very reason that you asked that question is why we did that. But anyways, on to game 4. I think Omega is up 2-1.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like single, like 3A single by itself is like minus 16, I want to say, or minus 14 at least. And like the Zoomer is like, why would you do that? But it's like the old head's like, bro, like it's conditioned, right?
Exactly. Right? It's like all about if your opponent is... There's so much mind games that go into it. You pay a lot of attention as an older player, I think, to what your opponent is doing after blocking, right? Like, something like what they do at minus 14, if they're actually punishing you or not, are they trying to go for other setups? And like, the 4-6B that he did earlier, right, at minus 14, it's an evasive, basically like safe on block with curses, high reward option.
Oh yeah, for sure. But also, I just want to say we had a $50 donation from Blazer, which means this will probably be a first. This will now be a first to 10 with the $50 donation from Blazer. So thank you, Blazer, for the donation, and now we're going to have a first to 10. Thank you for the.
Oh
50.
my god, that 2-2B from Crouch just evaded the eye, got him. Really good.
That was amazing.
All right. That B8 Oki is actually really disgusting, but he opts not to take advantage of it. Really good AK.
Oh, Soul Charge, get away from me. I don't want to deal with this.
Ooh. You know, I've been hit by more of those than I ever care to admit.
Okay.
Alright, I think this actually, yeah, this kills.
Nice job there by Saiyne closing it out.
So one thing you definitely see is like Norman is able to take a lot of initiative against Ivy due to Ivy's like poor up close frame data.
Yeah.
One of the problems with Ivy too is that to have good frames up close, she needs to use a lot of linear or high attacks. Yeah. She's not like the rest of the cast that can 2A, right? 2A's, it's not about the speed. Remember this, exactly. It's about the fact that it's a horizontal special mid.
Horizontal special mid that actually high crushes as well.
Yes.
You know? Okay, gets the front grab, gets the beat a follow up. Minus that low is actually minus 8, unpunishable.
Oh, wow. Gets the counter hit.
Gets the curse. That was a good adjustment there from OmegaDR. Gets the back grab for the W.
Nice. Man, these throws, like, against some players have really built it into muscle memory, like break front against Zasalamel, and it makes that back grab really free.
Right, yeah. It's really hard to, like, break grabs versus Zasalamel because you really don't know what he's going to do. You break front, you could be wrong. You break back, you could be wrong. It's actually scary.
Yeah, you break front, you're in +8, and now you're absolutely contained in terms of movement options.
Exactly.
When you're -8 against Zasalamel. Really good 2-2A. Oh, not going to ring out, though.
Tries to go for the mix-up. I like that. The mix has been working. Nice 2A for AG there from
yeah, that was actually really smart. He had to call out whether he was going to roll backwards or forwards to get that.
Yeah. Okay. Soul Charge gets off me. And the rub CS? Dude, he's Soul Charge was like, I'm +8. I'm CSing you. That was amazing. That was an amazing...
Oh, NLBC! Somewhere in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, Ramon just cracked a smile. He doesn't know why.
That's actually insane.
Oh god, Clash?
Okay, now we got this new... We have the... Oh, never mind. We have CS.
Oh my god. So that's another thing I like to point out from a lot of, like, So you notice that actually both... Oh, he whips it, and that's going to take... Oh, my
never
god,
mind.
no punish! Oh, this is looking bad for Josh.
Yeah, this is looking very bad. Okay, never mind. 2A, interrupt. And the
Alright.
204B takes it.
A lot of evasion on that move. So this is one thing that both of these players have shown and expressed, is the ability to be extremely active when you're far away from your opponent.
Yeah.
They'll press buttons, they'll whiff buttons on purpose, just to counter hit you when you run in. Just to land a hit on you as you approach, because they tell themselves, okay, I'm minus 14, but by the time you get to me, I'm plus 8. You know, I'm plus 10, I'm plus whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what we're going to have is, because Blazer donated the $50, we're going to have a 1st to 10. This 1st to 10 is maybe last another hour. But this is going to be fantastic. I'm like 2 shots in, so I'm having a good time. I don't know about you, but I'm having a fantastic
time. I have a sugar cookie from Starbucks because they have these new like snowman cookies and stuff and all that, and I'm really comfortable.
Yo, you know what's up? You should get the matcha green latte from Starbucks. It's actually lit.
Oh, it is. Oh, the cookie's so good.
Yo, my man's eating the cookie. I got you. Eat that. Yo, chew up, King. I got you. But nice GI. In the instant summon suffering from Saiyne. That is amazing job there, it's actually really hard to do instant summon suffering and the full 3K whole lethal hit. Yo, my man's all the men in chat. Can you press F for that 3K whole lethal hit and it gets to 2A plus G for the wall splat? That's going to be it for Saiyne.
Yeah, taking the first round really convincingly. You know, one thing that's interesting about Josh is he's always been a poke monster, but something has changed about him in the past like month and a half, and I don't know what happened. He had contacted, or not contacted, but had a conversation off in the other side of the store with Henry Sen, owner of Next Level Battle Circuit, right? Comes out of it and says, yeah, Henry gave me some super old man veteran advice regarding poking, and it really changed everything for me.
That's interesting, as he's poking with these summon sufferings as well, but go ahead.
And I asked him, and I said, what did Henry tell you? I want to learn. Oh my fucking god.
So have you ever gotten summon suffering 3 times in a row?
Actually happened to me at NLBC. It happened 4 times in a row.
Dog, I'm so sorry.
I know. But I asked him, I'm like, what did Henry tell you? And he's like, I'm not going to tell you. It's for me alone.
That's fine. I respect that.
And I'm like, God damn it, Josh. Well, getting juggled.
The thing about both these two players is they're both momentum based, right? And they're both hard to read, right? So like the thing about Saiyne is that Saiyne does what Saiyne wants, but the issue with that is you never know what Saiyne wants, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Which is super scary. And then Omega does what Omega wants, but you really never know what Omega wants, right?
Yeah, they both are really good at hiding their intentions.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I was constantly expecting OmegaDR to do verticals after containing my movement, but this man was absolutely committed to the very end of killing me with nothing but horizontals.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
It was last round. All he had to do was break my guard on the last round, kill me. So I just kept stepping and I died. Not once did he decide to actually pull out the bursts. You know, like, and both of these players are just gods at doing that. They're gods at hiding their intention.
I think that's good at recognizing the mindset. You know, the mindset of players that are very established and also like understand people, right? Because you know, obviously, it's like you expect him to break your guard, right? But then he's like, nah, I'm not gonna break your guard. I'm gonna use your panicking to kill you, right? And that's very smart, right? It's very people oriented and not game oriented. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think at its core, right, fighting games are not a game of numbers and reactions. They're a game of psychology.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree.
Oh my god, that clashed with the 668 there.
That clash was actually very interesting.
Oh, no. This wall splat.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Oh, it doesn't get the second wall splat. It doesn't go for the curse. Okay.
All right. So bam, now he's in a vortex.
This is so scary, dude. What are you doing?
All right, bam, vortex.
What are you doing?
Oh, is he gonna attempt for a kill here? Oh my god. Oh!
Bro, I thought I was watching like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with all the resets I saw, bro. That was actually insane.
That is dope. Yeah, Zasalamel's wall vortex is both extremely safe and extremely consistent, which makes it really powerful, right?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Just as powerful as that CS break. That was very powerful there from OmegaDR.
What are you doing? Why are you stepping? Why are you stepping?
Yeah,
Zasalamel, you're not allowed to.
Right, why are you deciding to move, bro? Like, you know?
Bro, stand still, Josh. Alright, don't stand still.
Yeah. OmegaDR up 2 rounds on this game 6, I want to say.
Yeah. this is the 6th game, and Josh, remember, Josh is at a two-match win streak at the moment.
Yeah.
But the momentum has shifted. Like you said, momentum-based players.
What?
Oh.
Dog, it whiffed? That's actually crazy.
Poor Josh.
Oh, that 3K whiff as well. Nice 6K under the hey, that's actually very smart there.
Alright, one of the situations here that Josh has to really worry about is if he ever ends up at the edge of single, a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay, 2 A's there. Actually, like, one thing that a lot of OGs do is they really disrespect the 4K lethal hit.
Was fucking sick.
So the thing about 4K lethal hit is that you have to know. You can't just do that like randomly. You have to like lab and actually know what they're going to do and what 4K actually lethal hits, right? So that's not necessarily like a I just did it kind of thing. Like he knew, he labbed that, right?
Yes, exactly.
Amazing.
You have to be extremely aware of, first off, what are the heavy attacks of your opponent. For those of you who don't know, most attacks in the game are level 1 or level 2. They are not heavy attacks. You only have unblockables and guard breaks, and a few non-unblockables and guard breaks are considered heavies.
Right.
Right? So for a Zas player, getting a 4K lethal hit is a sign of deep game knowledge.
Yes.
And deep knowledge of the playstyle of that character, because you have to know where these guard breaks fit in. Where do these unblockables fit into a player's playstyle, right?
Exactly. And that's like really like that requires you to do your homework, right? It requires you to lab to learn the matchup. Can you get a learn the matchup copy pasta in chat?
Learn the matchup. Man. So one thing too, from fighting OmegaDR earlier, one of the things I took note of specifically was the amount of times he places you in really awkward Oki situations.
Yeah.
Right? And turns those really awkward Oki situations into, oh, you just got clapped by a 15% guard damage, like, vertical. Or, you try to step and you just got clapped by a 3A.
Right, which is interesting because I wanna talk about this while the match is going on. So, one of the things that people don't understand is the kind of awkward situations, right? Nice, as Saiyne does a nice duck into someone suffering there from the A+B from Zasalamel. When it comes to awkward situations, you can't really lab awkward situations, right? You kind of have to, like, pick an option then and there, right? Which makes awkward situations very good, right? So the more awkward you play, the harder it is to, like, lab against you, as Omega's ass definitely busts out with that 4-6 B just ring, actually. But you know what I mean? Like, the more awkward the situation is, the harder it is to lab for, right?
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
Because it's like, like, you can kind of lab. Oh, he gets hit out of the CE, the critical edge. Actually, gets hit out of the critical edge. Will he still get the round? Single B into the 3K from Saiyne. Gets the W. But yeah, it's really, it's kind of easy to lab the situation that characters can put you in normally. But when it comes like, what if you delay that mix-up? You can't really lab the delay, right? You have to experience the delay, right?
Exactly.
And so it makes
one of the things.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
You used to always talk about how a lot of neutral is a conversation. Oh my. Jeez.
Go ahead, neutral's a conversation.
Got out of there. Neutral's a conversation, right? So like, you used to always talk like, OmegaDR is the king of the kind of guy in a conversation who doesn't say a word. You're not saying a word, and then as soon as you open your mouth, he starts talking.
Interesting. Okay, that's actually very interesting.
Right? Like, he is like, as soon as you're ready to start the conversation, he's already begun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, nice U2B there from Omega. But yeah, that's why, like, oh, nice. It's just someone suffering there from the Saiyne. But yeah, like, yeah, that's... Go ahead. That's why conversation... Oh, sorry, I said go ahead, but I keep going. So I'm gonna let you...
There was almost no stagger on that buffering there. That was actually kind of sick. Gets hit by the CE.
Yeah. But yeah...
So
yeah, it's kind of like... That's why, like, you know, awkward things are important, right? Because you can't be prepared for them, right? But the more you put yourself in awkward situations, in quotes, the better you are prepared for them, right?
Oof, I really wonder if that was a front or a back throw.
Yeah, I really don't know. Is this death?
Oh my wa mo shinderu.
He's dead? Oh, he reset. Oh, he's dead.
God, now he's dead.
Wait, wall spider ring out. Wall spider ring out.
Dude, you know, the fact that was actually a question really concerns me.
I know, same
about this game. Dude, like, this game is scary sometimes.
This game is actually wild.
You know, you can actually tell that he got a little bit stuck on the wall for a little bit. Like, the game was like, should we? Nah.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem. So for those of you, right, like, when you think of neutral as a conversation, what I mean by, like, he's the guy who talks first, is when you run up to OmegaDR while he's blocking, and you hold block, and you're both holding block, you think, okay, it's my turn to start the conversation. So you try to do like an AA, right? Like you try to do a 2A, you try to hit him. And he's already begun. He's already started his attack, you get counter hit, and you're like, what the fuck? And like every time you try to change your timing, it's like he's pre-adapted to your new timing. He thinks, okay, they'll be faster next time, so I'll be faster next time. They'll be slower next time, so I'll be slower next time.
Exactly. And that's kind of how you have to play as an older player, because you can't react to everything, right? You know?
Old man reaction. Get CS there. Josh really showing a lot of life in this.
Nice 6PB there from Omega. The neutrals kind of slowed down a little bit, which is actually very interesting. You know, we kind of hit 30 seconds in the round. Never mind, Josh gets a combo.
Yeah, one of the things... Oh my god, gets clapped by that counter. One of the things that OmegaDR is really good at is establishing a pace and then changing the pace entirely.
Yes. Which is crazy. You know, being able to control yourself, to be able to change the pace of your autopilotness is amazing. As he gets that 6-6 lethal hit again, dude, his timing is so good.
It really is.
Oh, hits him on the CE though, same with the timing himself.
Yeah, both these players are actually timing monstrosities. They base a lot of their gameplay around timing, right? Like making sure they land a lot of counter hits, poking you out whenever you think you're about to press a button, which makes it really exciting to see how they adapt to each other. Pops a Soul Charge, and Ivy in Soul Charge is a fucking demon, by the way.
She's actually a monster. It's actually just wild. She's a succubus.
That's it.
Yeah. Good stuff there by Omega to kind of understand what he needs to do to take that round.
Bro, I'm pretty sure, like, if you don't have Mater, like, OmegaDR is like a 6-6B Seeking Missile.
Yeah, it's actually just wild. Nice 2-2B there from Saiyne. Goes for the Oki reset. Oh, ducking the Summon Sufferings, but gets the GI there.
Oh my god, I was wondering if that was going to lethal hit on a left GI. I was scared for a moment.
Same, I thought the game was over. Oh, it's Christmas
and the
tree.
Christmas tree.
We're about a month away from Christmas, so it's about that time, you know.
Yeah, oh, I can't wait. They should patch it in that has a little jingle, right?
Oh, somebody's a Grinch.
Stop. I've waited for this.
Yo, this man, the Grinch, you're like, yo, not about Christmas. Hello, with that CE.
Oh my god, he hit him with that. I like Hanukkah better.
Yo, Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa, not Christmas. Hello. He said happy holidays. We talk about Christmas, bro. Nice 60 with punish. This is a block. Okay, but Zasalamel is in red guard. OmegaDR has to be careful here.
I feel like they're like dreams of kinetic clash, running himself back to the ring edge. Holy shit!
Okay.
OmegaDR's movement was on point there.
It was so
God damn.
good. It was so good.
Dude, this man's untouchable. He's saying, you can't hit me, Josh.
Yeah.
Saying, what are you doing? You can't touch me, bro. Get out of here.
And he's got to see. He's got to see. This is scary.
It is. Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
Dog, what is happening?
Alright, now the guard gauge situation is the same and really good. I think that's 1 People's K.
I think that's
really good there. Oh, not going to be able to get a kill here. He's going to opt for a reset, certainly.
Yep, he has to.
Oh, no.
Okay, gets 6 damage. There's a reset, quote unquote. The 50-50.
Yeah, you could actually see that Omega did twitch a little bit, thinking that was going to happen, but decided against it.
Right. Also, Sly Tiger, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Runs up CEs. Right. Gets the free curse, though. Gets the free Kool-Aid packet on him. Let's see what he does with it.
Oh, he got counter hit instead of lethal hit.
Yeah, it's kind of said we're punished. Okay. Run up GI, really expecting something. Not really punishing that 2-2A. Opting to take space rather than punishing the 2-2A. Nice soul charge from Saiyne. What's he going to do with it?
Oh my god, gets another lethal hit. Josh is specifically the Ivy who goes for that.
Can we talk about how People's K is actually broken?
That shit's good.
Oh, 2-2B. 1 curse though, so not going to be... Oh, splat.
That is so unfortunate.
Back grab, but he's got a meter. What's going to happen? Oh! Oh, the lethal hit!
Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not.
Wrong combo!
Oh, that duck was fucking fantastic.
Dog, that was wild, bro.
That was actually sick as hell.
That was amazing, dude. That was crazy.
Oh my god. You know, one thing you got to give credit to, right, in terms of if they designed Zasalamel's CE to be extremely powerful, which is kind of clear that they did. They did definitely design that move to be really strong. You'll notice that its design is actually impeccable. It's a move that fits into Zasalamel's other game plan perfectly.
Yes.
Right? His CE being stocked and ready to go makes you A, hesitant to press,
Yes.
and B, sidestep happy.
Yes.
And everything about Zasalamel's core toolset is to kill both of those things. If you are hesitant to press, you lose your guard gauge, and if you're step happy, you die.
Right. And I want to see that move into Summon Suffering is a recognition that Omega wanted to kind of sit still. So he's recognizing the patterns that Omega's trying to read, and then was able to pretty much do a negative move on block into Summon Suffering. That's the sign of a great player. That's kind of like understanding how a player reacts and understanding the conversation that's happening. But speaking of the conversation, Omega is definitely dictating it right now.
Ooh, takes it right off the bat, 6A counter hit. You know, one of the things too that I really liked, showing a lot of character specialization there, is acknowledging that when he got counter hit out of his from crouch 3K, he was back turn.
Yes.
And doing back turn people's K. Oh, Josh let it rip.
Mm-hmm. Beyblade let it rip. Oh, gets the tech trap on the 2-on-4B. That's actually interesting.
Alright.
Gets the back grab.
Another back throw.
Yeah, decided to take the 3AB on that. Okay, CS, you're not breaking that, bro.
Yep. I wonder if this is gonna... Oh, okay, that's GI scaling.
Surprisingly kill there, actually.
Oh, gets hit midair.
Oh, the wall.
Oh my god. Ba.
Oh.
Alright, he has plus frames. What is he gonna do here?
Soul charge, get away from me. I'm expensive. I'm important. Back up. 2-on-4B with punish for the win.
Alright, look at that. Josh making... I mean, Omega almost made an insane comeback.
Yeah, insane. Get it?
Kill me.
I'm sorry. Okay. Gets that grab. I've never seen that grab used in a tournament set until now. Or a high level set until now.
Oh, my sword. You know, whenever Josh is doing my sword, he is going wild.
He's going wild and he's very comfortable. Oh my gosh, like buffering CS after a low is actually really difficult to do. Oh, GI Summon Suffering? Just like that!
Okay,
oh, is he dead?
Bam, he's out of here.
Yo!
See you, kid.
That was sick! That was so sick! Yo, you can't tell me
OmegaDR
that
is a beast.
That
was fucking wild. OmegaDR is a monster.
Oh, CS.
Oh,
wow, was the CS into the eye? Summon Suffering, bro?
That was scary.
That was actually scary. Oh, nice read there.
Oh my god. Yep, really good adaptation and acknowledging that, like, he got a reward last time for regiing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Saiyne wants to tell him, no, none of that. Not allowing it.
Okay,
fantastic disrespect.
Yeah, trying to go be greedy from Saiyne, thinking that he had mental frames when he really didn't.
These folks.
Yeah, Saiyne up 2 rounds on this, I'm thinking 9th game? I want to say. But
I have no idea.
I think it's a 9th game. I think it's 5-3. Nice 60B lethal hit on the max damage.
But ambiguous Hoki situation.
It is 1B.
One thing I really like from a lot of the top players nowadays is that we've all optimized these like small situations where you land, and you eat a small poke, and Saiyne is taking a break. Look at him, he's just hanging out.
Yeah, you know, chilling there, you know, kind of waiting for his turn back, you know, because OmegaDR stole his turn with a beat, you know.
Yeah.
But now this is scary. He's got one Kool-Aid packet on him, and he's gotta like, gotta guess what Omega's gonna do. Okay. He's with the backup. I'm expensive.
Broke back finally.
Yeah.
That was really good. I appreciate that OmegaDR didn't change it up. He just stuck to his guns, grabbed back at the very end. Right? There's no need to pre-adapt. Remember this, guys.
Yeah.
Right. If people aren't breaking your throws, you don't gotta change them.
Yeah.
Just keep it going until they finally do.
I think it's interesting the balls on OmegaDR to get hit by the 4A and then mash. I-16 move.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Dude, man, Zasalamel's got to do it. There are characters in this game that heavily reward the playstyle that you advocate for all the time, right? Finna style.
Exactly.
And Zasalamel is a Finna style character and a half, if not the most Finna style character in Soul Calibur 6.
Exactly. Right? And it's like, it's really, Finna style is really kind of like understanding your opponent, right? Finna style takes all the pressure off yourself. It puts all the pressure and the spotlight on your opponent, because you never really know, you can never really win unless you know what your opponent's doing. Like OmegaDR with that 6-6B counter hit, you know?
Oof. Josh is really making really good use of that.
You know, he's I like him attempting the Ice Summon Sufferings, even though it hasn't hit. Illuminati, please.
Okay. One thing I will note, though, about that is that Ivy is extremely evasive for some reason whenever she's doing Wild Rising attacks or any move that puts her in crouch.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. Okay, kind of
Oh my god, there's so many buttons.
Yeah, it's so much buttons. Yo, Omega taking his mental frame advantage, you know, doing 4A blocked and then doing 3AB, you know, it's actually insane.
Yeah, like, this is how you really ought to play Zasalamel, is understand that you can... There is so many mental frames that exist with this character in this game.
Yeah.
That if you are a hardcore, like, buy the frame data type of player, you will not find success with Zasalamel, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I actually want to mention it. You have to understand how people play, and then you have to understand people's tendencies, which is really important, which a lot of newer players don't really get. They don't really get that aspect of the game, you know?
Absolutely. Alright.
Oh, another C stuff. It's interesting, you know, that's like the third or fourth time we've seen that, you know? Do you know what's going on? Do you have an idea of what's going on?
I think what's happening is... So, Josh is also... Saiyne is also a mental frame advantage kind of player. Mm-hmm. And Zasalamel's CE does require 8 frames before the GI activates.
Yes.
And the thing is that a lot of mental frame situations, you do not have 8 frames. By the time you react to the fact that they didn't finish something, or like didn't finish a string, or did like a small tiny poke that was like very lightly negative, it's too late to press that button by the time they press again.
Man,
unless you're committing immediately.
Right. Exactly. I see the hit there from Omega. Tries to get the, I want to say, a tech trap.
Is that going to grab the foot?
Oh, it's going to see what punishes. It's going to be death.
It hit the foot.
Is this going to be death? Oh,
it was death. It hit his foot.
That's crazy.
It got his foot. Alright, running up. I love that Josh does this. There's so much merit to run up soul charges in this game.
Yeah, especially Ivy. You know, she soul charges and puts you in her ideal range. So it's like kind of not a risk for her, you know?
I'm really liking the two-way spam. Two-way spam is extremely good versus Ivy.
Yeah, especially the way that Saiyne has been doing a lot of ICSs like right there, or CSs right there. So two-way spam not only stops her momentum, but also stops you from getting wrapped. You know?
Yes, exactly. Because it's tech crouch, you don't have to worry about CSs or SS two-way spam.
Yeah, it's so good. It's the full crouch 1B. Full crouch 1B is so good.
Alright, he wasn't able to convert off that. You know, it is a confirm counter hit situation there when you do 6AA.
Right.
Oh my god. See, Josh is the king of staggered offenses with 66KK. That is specifically his thing. But honestly, OmegaDR is one of the best Zasalamel players I've ever seen at using the Soul Charge in a way that's so hard to deal with.
Dude, imagine a Zasalamel player using Soul Charge. You would expect him to use CE all the time, but the way he uses Soul Charge was very effective. You know, he did like 6A hold, not to get the curse, but to get the frame advantage, to enforce the Soul Charge mix-up, which is very good to recognize when you need to go for the mix-up and when you need to go for the guaranteed, right? That's that experience playing into effect, you know?
Yeah, and, you know, actually, Vocal put this out in chat, and I completely agree.
Yes.
Omega is just, in my set with him, for example, it was exponentially scarier every match I got. Every piece of info that he gained about me came into play.
Yes.
Nothing was missed. You know, this is a very, first off, huge fact about, like, old school players, is that they have absorbed so many years of things to look out for, so many years of things to, like, obtain from the way you play.
Right.
And it shows it now, right? Like, OmegaDR went from, like, you know, having a rough time to destroying the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Off just a few matches.
Right. Oh, that was such a long buffer window from the Summon Suffering. That's crazy.
What a fantastic move.
I know, dude.
Ivy's ridiculous because she can turn, like, a run-up into, like, a true 50-50.
Yeah. She either runs up and grabs you, or she runs up and 3Bs you. And it's like, whoa, good luck.
Oh, and that's the other good part about Zasalamel's 2B, by the way. Semi-track step, right?
Yeah.
Very consistent thing with Zasalamel is having very privileged verticals.
I think it was very interesting that, wow, that step back over into 2B, that's crazy. And
yeah, the A plus B for Ivy actually pulls her hitbox a little bit backwards, which is what happened there.
Wow, the spark and the trail actually went through her legs. If you guys couldn't catch that.
Man, Ivy is a character in this game, and Jordan Incendiate has put this out there to me and explained it to me. A lot of the power of Ivy is turning minus frames when your opponent blocks something into reverse mix-ups for them to punish through her evasiveness. Right?
Yes. Yes, and it's actually insane how evasive it is. You know what else is insane? That ISS from Saiyne right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to Omega. He's still keeping it up. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he's like, why you hit me?
Yeah,
Fuck outta here.
that's the one thing about old heads. They don't really get discouraged about certain things. They get hit by something, it's like, all right, whatever, keep playing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They just keep going.
6-6 Bs there from Omega. Not lethal hitting, but definitely hitting in general, and gets a 2-2 B for the win.
Okay, staggered offense.
Yeah, I like that. He kind of had a hunch that Saiyne might be pressing buttons, so he didn't see. I like that. Okay, so I have a question for you, Enders, and I want you to think real deep and hard about this question. Why don't Ivy players back grab?
I think it's because, right, if you're able to buffer in SS, that's always the better option, right? It's like always the ideal thing to do, and if you're not able to buffer in SS, right, and you're gonna go for like a grab anyways, I think they just treat it as a legitimate mix-up. I know that it's reactable, first off. You can legitimately react to whether it's CS or SS and decide to, or CS and a back grab.
Okay.
And just break back, right? The animations are so distinct that you can just naturally break back.
That's fair.
Part of them, but you know, they do. Jordan is someone who does it a lot. Saiyne is someone who does not. I don't know why Saiyne chooses not to do it. I think because Saiyne... I think it's because Josh, right? Saiyne is way better at buffering SS than Jordan is. So Jordan makes up for his lack of SS with back throws.
That's actually very smart. It makes sense.
And if you're going to put yourself in the risk to be ducked, you might as well put yourself at that risk by choosing your highest reward option.
That makes sense. That's actually very smart. But speaking of, the C gets going to get whiff punish here. With the wild standing that turn beat. Wow, he just 2-2-8 through the horizontal.
A combo.
This the bust out from Omega.
That was fantastic disrespect from OmegaDR there.
Yeah. Can we talk about disrespect real quick? I think some of the viewers understand disrespect is like, mashing, but in reality, disrespect is something that you can be calculated, right?
Yeah, there's calculated disrespect. There's knowing that your opponent is trying to push frame advantage that isn't real, right? Knowing that your opponent is pressing frame advantage that is risky, and then you just disrespect them. You're not mashing, right?
Right.
You're not just pressing because fuck it and you're worried. You're actively considering, okay, well, this is bullshit that they're doing to me, so I'm going to kill them for it. And then you hit them, they get counter hit, and they're -8, and they're like, wow, I'm an idiot. I probably should not have pressed that negative. What's wrong?
Exactly. And like, there's calculated mashing to kind of like mess with the head of the opponent. And then there's like, mashing when there's like, it's kind of like the weird thing, like when you're a lower level player, certain things work, but you don't know why. Mid-level player, you kind of understand certain things, and the higher level player, you're like, I'm mashing because I think that you're going to take mental frame advantage.
Yeah,
right?
actually, I can speak really well about this topic because I play Servi. Okay. Servi is a character you will notice whenever he's in a tournament. The opponents are far more respectful in neutral than anyone else. Servi has the biggest don't mash idiot button in the game, right? He has the 100 damage, 2A+B, get out of my sight, lethal hit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which is, it taught me a lot about the game. It told me I can tell my opponent, hey, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, right? That's part of the conversation,
And sometimes, depending on the character, my opponents can't do that. And when you can't tell your opponent to shut up, they just scream in your face. They run up to you and they're yelling at you. They're like, ah!
Right. Exactly. Wow, the AA, the second hit hitting. It's kind of rare you see that lethal hit. And with the taunt, Saiyne kind of feeling himself, being like, yo, I'm still in this.
Absolutely, but OmegaDR, he doesn't care whether you're feeling yourself or not.
Right.
He just plays and plays and plays. The win streaks don't matter to him.
Yeah. Exactly. I know these guys play like a first to I guess that moves out.
God.
Like,
see, you know what we were just talking about? Saiyne was like, shut up.
Yeah,
shut up.
Talking about conditioning and mashing and bro, like just like shut up, bro.
Okay. Oh, finally. See, now the next part of the mix-up starts happening, right?
Okay.
Forward throws.
Dude, okay, so he teabagged, like I get the mix-up, but he teabagged and guarded mid. That was amazing. For the 6 BB lethal hit at tip range. No just rating there from Omega. The horizontal GI.
Oh, doesn't finish it. I don't even think Saiyne thought that he was going to get a GI there.
Yeah. Hooray.
Oh,
nice duck.
fantastic duck! Saiyne was so confident that he was going to land that, right? That he was already prepared to start attacking.
Right. That was crazy, but he gets him with the second one, you know. Not bad, but oh my goodness, the 2-2B on wake up, dude. That's that old man mentality, because you zoomers would not do that. You'd be like, why would you do that? That's like minus 16, but old men are like, it's going to
oh, really? Oh!
Because we do it.
Oh, but doesn't get it. I wonder if that was just simply a misalignment situation.
Right.
Alright, OmegaDR showing a little bit of why 2B plus K is kind of a dumb fucking move.
Yeah. There it is. Someone suffering again. Cannot break that. That's a good 60 damage. And the CS on the roll catch? Will this be Saiyne's game to take? He's OmegaDR.
So much damage. Rolls on the ground, gets hit.
And this set is 6-6, actually.
Yeah.
This is super close. We're going to have a very, is this going to be another 10-9 set, last round, last game, dude? My bladder
I
can't
hope
bro.
so. Like, I love the fact that OmegaDR just doesn't let shit fucking slide. Like, he will keep it as close as possible. And both of these players, by the way, are endurance monsters.
Yes.
Both of them play a lot. Both of them are capable of playing for a really long time at a really high level. They don't get tired.
Dude, I'm going to expose OmegaDR real quick. I was like, bro, you need a break? He's like, bro, I had so much fun playing Enders, but I'll take a break. I was like, dog, all right, you got it, bro. Like, if he would have been able to keep playing, he definitely would have been able to keep playing. But I was like, yo, just take a break. You know what I mean? Like, this is
yeah, no, of course. If you just finished 20 matches, right, you need it.
I mean, he was like, bro, let's go. You know?
Bye.
Nice. He's been a sniper with that 6-6B, actually. On counter hit, actually.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Like, honestly, the reason that he just destroyed me as much as he did is he is a god of counter hits.
Oh, the eye summon suffering coming out from Saiyne. What's it? Okay, here 1B, 1A.
It is so hard whenever you're Oki against Ivy is one of the scariest things in Soul Calibur 6. Only beaten out by Oki against Aswell.
Right, agreed. Oh, the 2-2A, that was such a weird place to place the 2-2A, and that's why it makes sense. Oh, that's a kill? And the 2K kills.
And
that 2-2A was
gets...
so weird. It was such an awkward time to step, and I guess that's why that makes Saiyne Saiyne, is he's willing to step in those situations where it's awkward to make that read.
Yeah, Saiyne is one of those players that we always joke about at NLBC by saying that he doesn't believe in conditioning.
Interesting, okay. It's a very interesting concept, because he's such a conditioner, you know?
Yeah, he himself is a conditioner, but like oh, I wonder if this is gonna ring out. No, it's gonna splat. It's gonna splat. Oh, but he's not able to get the restun on B6. It was too close for a tip.
And that's so scary with Zas being at the edge. Usually soul charge to tell him to get away from you. And the CE. I have a question for you, Anders. Were you waiting for that? Because I wasn't.
Bro, I wasn't. I would have never done that CE there. I would have never thought to myself, he's gonna mash at -8 again.
Right, exactly. Oh, and it gets up and it does suffering.
But he has one hit left, and the low takes it again.
So, chat, if you don't understand, this is conditioning 101 and understanding what your opponent wants to do to have the freedom to be able to summon suffering on wake up, right? That's being able to read your opponent and read their tendencies. That's so important to understand and learn how to read. That's like, you get a nice 2GB out of here from Saiyne.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I really fucking like about Saiyne's play in general is that he hates being conditioned. Like, one of the things that'll make Josh really trolly and angry at you is if you've ever conditioned him successfully. He gets really pissed off about it.
Interesting, okay. That makes sense. Oh, press F. For the males in the chat, please press F.
Bro, that is a sexist lethal hit.
It is. Okay.
And the wall splat, but no damage.
Okay, soul charge. This might be it. This might be Omega's last chance. Soul charge here. This is scary. This is a mix-up. This is a mix-up. Oh, guys!
Oh, he's gonna get a curse. A lot of damage.
Oh, the 1A.
1A. That was surprising. I thought he was gonna go for the 1B.
Right. It's interesting that he went for the mid, and not only did he go for a mid, but he went for a mid that has a break attack. So there's kind of mental frames behind that. You know what I mean? It may not actually be plus, but the mental frames there, because it's a break attack, make him think twice about attacking. Right.
Yeah, and the best part about that too was that that's like level 3. Like, Yi ran up to him after whiffing the soul charge and said, okay, he won't mash. he's also not gonna guard,
Right.
and he's gonna GI, and I know it.
Right. This guard break? No guard break there.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh my
CS?
god. CS, man, Josh buffering that off of blows is the scariest fucking
It's
thing.
so scary. I tried to do that earlier and I couldn't do it.
Oh.
The two-way hitting?
Gets hit there. And the disrespect. I love these disrespects.
It's interesting that like Saiyne disrespected him, and then and then Omega was like, "I'm gonna disrespect you."
Yeah, and the best part too is there's a lot of acknowledgement from these players on just patterns that people can display, right?
Right.
If you're low health and you're trying to make a comeback, you're not trying to make a comeback with small reads. You're trying to make a comeback with big reads. So he knew that after getting a small poke, he's not going to take the advantage from that small poke and do another small poke.
Right. And speaking of small pokes, it was kind of interesting that Omega's ass or OmegaDR did a lot of 2B into like 2A, very small caliber, and taking those risks. But also like he was negative after all those 2Bs. You know what I mean? Like sure they hit, but then he guarded and he was still going. You know, because he understands the threat of the CE and understands the human element of the game. To be able to take those risks and be like, I have CE, I dare you to press, because once you press, I know when to CE, you know, and that's super
Exactly.
scary. One thing that you guys will understand, the difference between, you know, mine and Ender's commentary and Kuro and Zubaz's commentary is, well, one, we're both godlike commentators, all of us.
Hell yeah.
But two, you know, I feel like, you know, Kuro and Zubaz give you the more informative parts of the game as far as the frame rate and things like that. It means and Anders give you the more human element of the game, more of like why players are doing what they're doing. So I hope you guys enjoy the best of both worlds, and I hope you guys support all of us in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, one of the things is we focus very much on all the small, like, little things that get into the opponent's psyche in this match. For example, right, like, after winning that match, we can talk about that round where Josh had Oki, had plus frames, and decided not to take it. Why? Because OmegaDR displayed previously that he's willing to attack on Wake Up.
Right. So if you can't beat him on Wake Up, just make a whiff and kill him for it, which is what Saiyne did, you know.
Alright, and now OmegaDR, right? Like, he's in this position where he's saying after every single exchange, he's going to press the fastest button he can.
Right.
That covers the most options. Right? So what this is going to do, the goal is to have this happen. Right here.
Yeah.
Josh holding guard, statue guarding, getting very defensive.
Right. And while, you know, OmegaDR may not have gotten a hit, he's definitely conditioned Saiyne in his mind to, like, that he's going to attack, which gives him the offensive. And what he's done is actually look at Saiyne's guard gauge. It's red. You know?
Oh, he got it again!
That was so good there by Omega's ass. That was so good.
Bro, Norman is a fucking monster.
He's such a dope player, dude. It's amazing to watch him play.
Ooh. Alright, let's see if he's gonna keep up the momentum. See, so he has totally established to Josh that you're gonna stand block.
Right.
A lot.
Oh, the guard break there? Oh, doesn't get the combo there.
Yep, that guard break is really hard to combo off of. There's not a lot of plus frames for getting guard break with your CE.
I didn't even know he had two curses on him. That was very good recognition there. Okay, makes the GI whip, but gets the follow-up. That's a...
You know, we shit on them for being old, but sometimes they do some of the coolest fucking reaction stuff.
Actually facts. Actual facts there.
Oh, man. Alright, let's see. Is he gonna, again, establish heavy poke game?
Right.
Yep. Bam. Right there. Oh, that was interesting. The sidestep there ended up making it that even though it clipped him, he was just back through. So Ivy couldn't do anything to defend herself after whiffing.
Exactly. The A plus B block, that's actually good conditioning there.
I'm really liking the two ways after 3AB hold. You know, once you block 3AB hold, it's a neutral situation.
Right, but that's scary because Zasalamel does have the 4-4 killing hit, which we haven't seen in this set, actually. Come to think of it. Yeah, so it actually makes sense for Saiyne to 2A because he hasn't seen the 4-4 killing hit.
Oof, really good punish there on the whiffed auto GI. Or not the whiff, but the blocked auto GI.
Right. Also good good challenge on the time stop. Time stop level 1 curse is not plus, friends.
Nope. Plus frames. Breaks back. Good on Josh to finally adapt to that throw.
Oh, okay, Soul Charge, get away from me.
Alright, this is looking really scary for both players.
Oh, the summon set. When did he buffer that? When did he buffer that,
Buffered it
bro?
during Soul Charge.
Bro, are you? That's godlike.
Man, like, it's so scary. Like, Ivy Soul Charges, and she runs up to you, and there's a 6-6K or SS mix-up.
Yeah. Or she 3Vs you.
Yep. Alright, still. Even though this is looking pretty rough for Omega right now. Oh!
It's the front grab.
But
Guys go for the Yoki. Oh, nice duck there. Oh, the duck and the duck with the grab?
we're talking like this is like online level 1 caliber days.
Yeah.
I duck the grab, time to grab you.
Right. Okay. Saiyne definitely has lead there. Oh, no punish there on the 6-6 or the 6's
That
A
has to feel bad.
Right. Nice jump beat on the 6's A hold whip. Punish from
Alright.
Saiyne is amazing.
Josh taking the momentum back from OmegaDR, looking a little bit stronger. There, you know, there was a rough patch, but both these players are kings of adaptation.
Yes.
Both these players have shown that it doesn't matter who has the momentum. They play the same. They adapt the same. They don't let it get to their head.
Right. Exactly. You know. This is 7-7, man. Y'all New York niggas don't die. Bro. Y'all New York
No.
niggas don't die.
We absolutely don't. Nope. Nope. None whatsoever.
It's actually wild.
We have all watched Josh take a round from full health to 0 with him only having 1 hit left.
Right.
And we've all said, okay, well, if he can do it, then I guess we will too. Fuck that shit.
Exactly.
So every New York player is just extremely hard to kill. We just get crazier and crazier the lower health we get.
Yeah. Oh, nice CS. Doesn't even duck the 6B plus KA, just CS's on block. That's actually wild.
You know, you have to think about how hard that must be to constantly maintain over such a long set of holding block. And oh my god, that was a fantastic read from Josh. But yeah, holding block and constantly buffering every time you block an attack.
Right.
Like, he's not even buffering early, he's just buffering as soon as the block stun starts happening.
Yeah, exactly.
He's trying his absolute hardest to hide, and
Zas in his happy place. Oh, the teabag from... Oh!
oh hell yeah. Oh, this makes me happy.
Yes.
Alright, nice guy Enders J is out of here. Give me the teabags.
Exactly.
Alright, tries to read a duck there. Ooh! Oh my god. I'm pretty sure there existed an extremely high damage thing there from Zasalamel with curses.
Yeah, depends on how many curses you have. Well, technically you can do... yeah, it depends on how many curses you have. If you have 2 curses, it gets really scary.
Ooh! But...
Okay, nice mash there. From doing 2B and the 2A. One thing about mashing 2A is that it keeps you safe from high attacks, which, you know, that's normally high attacks are people's fastest attacks. So
yes.
it keeps you safe from that. It allows you to kind of continue your pressure because most 2As are plus on hit. Oh, the 2A goes under and avoids the CE. You have an explanation for that, Enders?
I honestly just think he was out of range in terms of, like, forward range.
Fair, okay.
What the hell? Wow, Josh. Josh is so good at placing these able space.
Yes. Oh, I thought a CS was coming. Not gonna lie. There's someone suffering, gets GI'd. It's Omega's turn. What's gonna happen now? Oh, the 3K, the mash saying stop. This is, like, put some respect on my name. Very good stuff there from Saiyne.
Yep, don't steal your turn back, bro. Not for me. Oh, doesn't opt to punish there, just opts to go for a setup.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, gets a curse.
Yeah, okay, Soul Charge, get away from me. Let's reset neutral. What's gonna start now?
Alright. Oh, that was a fantastic 6B!
Did you see that 6B track a little bit?
Yeah, I'm really happy it did.
Oh, he didn't tech.
Oh my god, I like those 2Bs.
He's got plus frames here.
Plus frames at the wall.
Nice 2-on-4B, but gets the trade is not in Saiyne's favor right now. Oh, the 6-6-A hold. Okay, the curse plus.
Right. -8.
8-8. Okay, plus frames from Saiyne. 6-6-B gets a knockdown.
Oh, really good decision to stay on the ground there.
Oh,
I love the acknowledgement that there was an extremely risky situation.
Yeah,
one thing you have to do. Oh my god, there's so many pokes.
I know this is so scrambly, but so good at the same time.
Josh's unkillable moment every time he's at this point. Red flashing guard gauge, low health, doesn't want to die.
Yeah, gets the punish though, and gets the taunt. Yeah.
Keeps it up. Hell yeah, Omega.
This is
Why am I
actually...
rooting for Omega?
I mean, because you're not rooting for Omega, you're rooting for a guy like Howard, which is what this is.
Yeah, you're right, actually. That's exactly it. I'm rooting for awesome Soul Calibur.
Okay.
I wanted to keep up on something you were talking about, like 2A to maintain tech crouch frames. So remember, guys, in Soul Calibur 6, there are 2 versions of 2A. There is 2A, and there is from crouch A. When you do an attack like 2B that leaves you in crouch, and then you press 2A, you are not doing 2A for real. What you're really doing is from crouch A, which has 0 standing frames, right? 2A from standing actually has like a few frames of standing. So that's why at like -8 situations, like if you're -8 and you try to do a 2A, I-12 highs will hit.
Yes, because
right?
it is not ducking time. Correct.
Exactly. But if you are already crouching and you do a 2A, there is 0 frames of standing up, which means that you're extremely evasive and fast at the same time.
It gives you more incentive to mash if you think they're going to do a high attack, which is very good. That 6K or Surface Embrace K just like track one.
Yeah, that 6K was very generous from God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can we talk about how he did a GI just to buffer in SS in secret?
That's actually so smart though. You know, you gotta, when it comes to like command grabs, you gotta find the more creative ways to like put them in, right?
Absolutely, that actually was beautiful.
Right. Nice 3K there from Saiyne. But like back on the buffering command grabs, right? You know, the more the game goes on, the more people recognize where you're buffering stuff at. And so buffering it during a GI is actually like big brain there.
Ooh, this is gonna wall split.
Wow, runs up 6's BB. Nice punish there from Omega. Go punish again. He's got 2 curses and soul charges. Get away from me. Let's shoot towards the wall. What's gonna happen? Wow, that was a good auto GI.
Yep, and that kills it. Oh my god, this kills the Zasalamel.
Actually insane. This is actually crazy.
Alright. I want to see some, like, I am down 2 rounds, like, what is my game plan here?
Right, so
Right.
I guess the question that you have is, you're Zasalamel, you have 2 bars. When do you use your meter in this situation? Do you hold on to it for the pressure, or do you, like, use it to kind of, like, prove a point, you know what I mean?
I feel like you use one of them at this point. I feel like in this situation, you want to blow a bar in this round, right? So you can start generating meter. Like, sort of like that, right? Like, now he can start generating meter. He still has the bar
Nice
to
dog.
close out the round if it looks horrible for him.
Right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You use the bar to be like, hey, I'm not totally passive. And then, like, if it doesn't work, you have the ability to build 2 bars over the next couple of rounds if you win. Which makes sense. I like that.
Exactly. And one of the best parts about it, too, is that being down in the situation, technically, right? And look at that, taking up the round, right? Already halfway towards building another bar. Making the comeback is not as hard because he will have a total of 4 bars of meter throughout the course of this match.
Right.
Right? He used 1, he's about to get 2, and he gets a free 1 if he loses. I mean, if, I'm sorry, no, Josh gets a free 1. My bad.
But can we talk about that guard break? That was so important and so smart simply because, like, that guard break gives you extra meter because he had a counter hit lead to it. Now he's got 2 bars to work with, even after spending 1. He's pretty much back where he started and gets the 3AB lethal, not lethal, counter hit. And so it's literally 2 meters to 2 meters. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Zasalamel with 2 bars is a lot more scarier than Ivy with 2 bars. Though Ivy does have the 6K hold, 6K hold into the CE on lock, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh.
Like
Oh
I
my
just
god,
said, you know?
a lot of damage.
Do a grip of damage. This is pretty much Half-Life, right?
Yes, it is literally Half-Life.
Oh no. We have a CE from Omega's ass. What's he gonna do? And that's the scary part, but you know, Ivy has no meter. Successfully fends off the Ivy soul charge, does not get the wall splat though.
That very unfortunate situation. Really good GI from Saiyne there. Oh, the sniper intervention right there.
Dude, this
All
is
right.
so scary. Okay, use this for a soul charge. This is very interesting from Omega. Doesn't want to keep the pressure of the, doesn't need it.
Yep, gets him with a 1ABB.
Claim victory.
And the taunt there from Omega. I think this is what, 9-7? I want to say.
I think it is. I think it is 9-7, yeah.
Omega
Look
needs
at that.
one more game to end the set.
OmegaDR looking really strong right now, but Josh is definitely not out of the game.
Yeah, definitely not out at all, you know.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Dude, it's been a pleasure commentating with you. I really enjoy it. As you leave me hanging, it's okay.
No, I literally just took a hit of the
Okay,
jewel
the
as I smiled and said, "Man, I love Boom."
I love you.
Yikes.
Wow, Kicks. Go back to being muted, bro. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, who's Kick? Yo, Boom. I was really enjoying I was here with you, my favorite man in the whole wide world, and then Kick showed up. God damn.
I know. Kicks ruined everything now.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Shouts to Illuminati, shouts to Ender, shouts to everybody. Nice duck in the CS there by Saiyne. I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary from us. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary the whole night. If you guys enjoyed the commentary for the whole entire night, please put Illuminati in the chat. That was the most interesting 460 I've seen it in my life, bro.
Dude, one of the best parts, by the way, about commentating with AO Boom over here is the fact that we both fully understand the psychology of Finistyle and disrespecting the living shit out of people.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's actually like
man.
we're actually like the same person. Just one's from New York and one's from Maryland, dude.
Exactly.
It's actually just wild.
One of us plays the guy with the gun, and the other one plays the guy with the flag.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Nice
Bop,
6
bop.
DD lethal hit.
Bop,
From
bop,
max
bop.
advantage. He's got the round advantage and the meter advantage. This is actually pretty scary for Saiyne. Okay, CE successfully dodged. What is Saiyne gonna do? Nice 2-2-8.
Nice.
Nice recognition of the situation there. Just for the OP. What's gonna happen? Oh, doesn't punish the 6A hold. The 6A hold, the whip in between doesn't punish that. Gets hit with the random 6-6A hold or 6-6A non-hold. Gets hit with the second hit.
Yep.
Very weird.
So this is 9-7, right? We're looking at possibly the last.
Okay, the one thing about first attempts is it teaches you when to pull out certain things, right? In first to twos, right? And that was the first time we ever seen Saiyne pull out that unblockable.
Yeah,
The entire set, which is super important.
Yeah, one thing to remember, everyone, is that the first to 10 environment is very different than a first to 2 environment.
Yes.
The first to 10 environment, you very much get to tell your opponent, like, hey, you remember? Have you thought about this move at all? Right?
Right. First to twos test your assumption skills, and first to tens acknowledge your observation skills. Is what is the way I like to put it.
Oh my god, the GI and neutral players who do that, by the way, are the coolest players on
They're
the planet.
actually cool and also insane at the same time.
Oh, really good low block from Josh.
Yeah, it's very fantastic. Oh, the CE from
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, the whip punish for the 6
I'm actually surprised that didn't lethal it. Oh, that's right, it has a counter hit. Look at that.
Yep, soul charge. Get away from me. I'm expensive. Don't touch me.
I'm expensive. Oh, this is so scary. Okay, really good call out from Josh there about disrespect.
Okay, breaks directly on the grab. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, nope, never mind.
Drops the just frame.
Oh my god, someone's suffering.
Bop, bop, bop. Are we looking at? All right, there you go. Takes it with 2 B plus K.
And this
The
is
meter advantage.
Yeah, meter advantage is a potential set point for OmegaDR.
OmegaDR about to have the redemption.
Yeah,
the redemption on the first to 10.
9-7 OmegaDR's fate.
All right.
And Saiyne almost out of the soul charge. And the CE gets beat by the unblockable. That was very smart by the player, but it gets 6K counter hit.
Yep. A little bit of damage and curse generation. All right. Ooh, fantastic disrespect there. Oh, is he gonna go for the? That was so smart from OmegaDR there.
Okay, so you gotta see this. You gotta see this square. Nice, supposed to be there.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Josh right there was trying to avoid getting seed.
Yeah.
Oh,
good punish.
Good punish.
Okay, bust out. Gets 60 bust out. 60 counter hit. Max range.
Oh,
ducking!
With the 6-6-8 plus B, closing out.